Imagine this. You move house with your family during a late winter, and everything is going just as planned, until a month later, strange occurrences start happening around the house. Items are suddenly thrown, lights begin flickering on and off to their own accord, and your children start getting nightmares, begin sleepwalking, and talking to something that just isn't there. Well, this is a reality for Lauren Roth and her family of 4 in North Yorkshire, Aklam. Hello everyone and welcome to Horror O'Clock. This is a new channel, first video on the channel as well. I'm not sure how serious I'm going to take this, but I thought I would bring my passion of horror into a channel and to just talk all things horror, true stories, alleged stories, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next few videos are going to be UK based stories, but I will be looking at going over some more popular cases and global cases, so stick around for those. Let's get on with this bone chilling story. So this story starts off with a mother called Lauren Roth. She's 30 years old, she's married, she has 2 children, one son called Caleb, age 6 at the time, and Arabella, age 4, along with her husband Stephen, who is 24 years old. Laura is an aesthetic practitioner who moved to a private rented semi-detached property in November of 2022. Everything was going well with the move until late December, so within just a month of living here, strange things already started to entail. Laura claims that around this time she noticed her son was beginning to sleepwalk. Shortly after, it got to a point where Caleb was speaking to something that just was not in the room. Laura says that they used to sleep all night with no problems at all. Lauren is also a spiritual person and knew something wasn't quite right straight away. Other unusual occurrences the family would experience were items moving around the house, items being thrown down the stairs, and Laura even seeing something in the middle of the night. Although this was not directly explained by Laura of what she saw, it's possible it could have been a shadow, an apparition, or even just seeing something in the corner of your eyes, which I'm sure that we've all experienced personally. There seemed to be a peak of paranormal activity during the night, especially affecting her son Caleb the most as he remained restless. Laura mentioned her son would wake up during the night and stand at the top of the stairs, staring off. It's unclear if this was still affected by the sleepwalking or not. Either way, that is just messed up. It appears Lauren also became restless after waking up one evening from having a nightmare. After that nightmare, she went and checked on her son and woke him up to go to the bathroom with him. Other strange occurrences that happened was that Caleb told his mum that he saw somebody in his bedroom. Her daughter had also seen a cat and had previously woken up with scratch markings on her. Laura believes her house to be around 60 years old and has reported that being in the house has caused her to have unexplainable bruising on her legs. Photos reveal many bruises in similar areas dotted around her in black and blue. I'm not going to be showing these pictures in this video, but if you do want to see them, there will be articles linked in the description. In the last weekend of June 2022, it had gotten too much for the family. On the Saturday, Lauren reported that she felt like something was stabbing something down at the back of her throat. Laura also reported that she and her husband had been in a lot of confrontation recently, getting increasingly angrier and frustrated at one another, constant arguments in the property. The family had only stayed in the house for 7 months by this point. Then the next day on Sunday was the worst day for the family. Laura had a brother over this weekend, and Caleb was sent to bed around 8 p.m. The family were in the garden after this point, just relaxing, when they suddenly heard Caleb screaming from his bedroom, "Get off me, leave me alone." Laura was frightened to even go into the house, and after attending to Caleb, she had told the brother that he was just having a nightmare to avoid scaring him. As Lauren had said this, the bathroom light had turned on its own, in plain sight to them. Just 6 hours later, Monday morning at 2 a.m, the family fled from the house in a taxi. Lauren said that they went to her mum's house. Since this happened, the family didn't want to go back into the house anymore, and from the events that Lauren has described, I completely understand. They since stayed in their caravan, and it's not clear on the article if they already owned this caravan or bought it because they didn't want to go in the house. I'm leaning on the fence of more that they already owned the caravan, but they parked it on the next door neighbour's drive and they decided to live in the caravan until they could find a new house to live in. Laura describes this event as traumatizing and has contacted the Northeast Paranormal Investigations team. They have a profile on Facebook, and she wanted them to check her property, and she gave them full permission to do whatever in the house, but the Northeast Paranormal Investigation team wanted to remain respectful, as mentioned in an update video on their Facebook page.
Tomorrow night we're going to be doing a paranormal investigation in a private house, so if you'd like to tune in, and we'll be going live there about 10 o'clock, something like that. What makes this house special, very, very special, is the fact that they've had so much activity that they've actually had to move out. They've been living in a caravan, and now they've finally got another house that they've moved into. So the house is empty, and the occupants have said to me that, like, we can have the keys, just do whatever we want in the house, which we're not going to. I mean, obviously going to be respectful and everything.
The crew set up cameras around the house and did an investigation with Lauren, where she was sat in the bathroom. The crew were asking questions, but she was sat in the room and the lights were flickering during this line of communication.
If it was somebody else that opened the fridge freezer, another spirit.
Was it you?
That was going brighter down.
I think it's just trying to focus in.
No, not focus.
Oh, there's the lights going out.
Oh,
that was
out.
definitely them. Thank you.
Okay.
It's alright.
Are you okay?
Yeah. It's fine.
Oh. What was the question here?
About the freezer.
So it was somebody else that...
No, it was them. It was them.
Right. Can you turn the light back on, please, if you want us to continue? Or do you want us to leave? If you want us to leave, turn the lights on. Do you want us to leave? Turn the lights on if you do.
Oh, there you go.